Yo, what is up, you guys? My name is Official1. Welcome back yet again to Reaction Week, and welcome to 2021. It is now finally a new year. New cool stuff is happening. New cool stuff is going to be happening. It's now reaction time, as you guys can see. And we're starting off from one of the many suggestions from MTF Task Force. This first one that came up is the first one I put into the playlist because I put everything in the playlist today. There's a lot. So MTF Task Force, I apologize, but I'm not do every single one of your suggestions in one video, because then that's literally going to be it's enough for all week, and I want to kind of branch out, and I got some other stuff in the playlist too that I saw that looked like a pretty cool idea that I'm going to put in there too. So I'll get to the rest of them in next weeks to come. Don't feel sorry, don't feel bad, don't get mad, because that's just how it's going to be. But we're going to start off with penguinz0 in the brutal slapping tournament. I hope I clicked on the right one, because I mean I went by what you said in the thing. So we're going to try it, and we're going to go for it. So I'm going to boink this over, and then without further ado, here we go.
If I asked you what your favorite sound was, what would you immediately think of? Applause to let you know that you did a good job at something? Maybe your parents telling you they're proud of you? For me, my favorite sound is the sound of 5 fingers meeting a face and creating this beautiful melody, this slap that echoes throughout space and time. Today we're looking at another brutal slapping tournament. This is security versus guy from the audience slapping competition from the Holy House of Slaps, this beautiful YouTube channel. Again, I'm only going to show you some of the slaps. I'm not going to show you all of them. You can watch the whole thing if you want. It's important to know before we dive into the crucible here that the closed captions are really off. The closed captions are not even close. It's like a Chinese bootleg DVD from back in the early 2000s. I don't know what the fuck went wrong with the captions. I've never had a problem before, but here it reads like Google Translate was overdosing on bath salts. I don't know what this guy did to deserve this. It wasn't exactly a competition between these two guys. This guy just goes up there to get the shit slapped out of him. Maybe he was just an asshole and was heckling, so they brought him up there to discipline him because his parents never did. I really don't know, but it's just a montage of him getting slapped. Looking straight out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with the ora 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 here. But anyway, after his cheeks get turned to dust, we get our first matchup between these two women. It was around right here where I noticed the subtitles got a little fishy, going with "then I will kill, now this type of masturbate to me." That sounds like something you'd read on the Facebook page where an Indian man's trying to flirt with a woman, you know, show me Bob's Vagana, bitch lasagna stuff. And it just didn't really seem right. It didn't seem like a joke that would have been made.
Really? Did you really do a shout out type deal to PewDiePie? That was cool.
At the time, like this type masturbate to me type masturbate, but it only gets worse from here. So I don't know what's gone wrong with the translate feature, but it was not working very well. So now we have the first official slap thrown of the tournament, and it's a glancing blow, bit of a wet fart, and only a couple fingers make contact, and it all hits her neck. So not the most powerful start to this new episode, but the real star of this first round goes to the closed captions. 3 times, 2-3, all you first give urine, hand on it, once will try not. I could definitely see that being the intro to a song. The 3 times, 2-3, all you first give urine. That sounds beautiful, very melodic. And she does give the urine hand to the other girl, just not on the cheek. She hits the neck, so the urine hand may have been in full effect, just wasn't aimed properly. I don't exactly know what it means. Maybe this girl, instead of using chalk, pissed on her hand and slapped her with it, which would explain why it was such a glancing blow, kind of just sliding off her face. Either way, I think that should be an illegal technique. You shouldn't be able to use bodily fluids. Now when it comes to sound, I don't have the golden ear like Mozart. I just can't hear things and know what notes they are and shit like that. But when it comes to slaps, I'm something of a savant. I know what a good slap should sound like, a real slap should sound like. You know, if we ever start deep faking slaps, I'll have to be the expert that goes in and tells you if it's real or fake. And in this case, these first few slaps, they sound fake. They sound like stock sound effects of a slap. It's just something doesn't sit right with me. They don't strike me as authentic slap audio. It sounds canned. I hear little hints of reverb, a little bit of barley in there as well. The sounds are just a bit crunchy, as if they've been recorded in a separate circumstance and then spliced in here. Maybe I'm wrong, and I very well could be, and I most likely am. I just thought it was worth mentioning. These slaps are so pristine that it's giving me the impression that the audio is faked.
Маленький замах.
Моя рука, вот. Вот, размахнулась, вот, понятно? И со всего размаху. Think about?
This guy must really hate the other girl, because he goes around and gives her a tutorial on the proper way to slap to get the most torque and the most impact behind the slap. So he's really trying to get a knockout here, trying to really fuck this other girl's face up. He must just be like the coach of her. So now he's coming in off the sideline, calls a timeout, and then gives her another play here.
Я всех вырубал тут нахуй. Вот, ну тут нормально, да.
Using her newly taught forbidden slapping technique, she's able to elicit quite the response from the spectator in the background here. Look at this kid. He is really into it. It's like he's just watching a car crash in front of him.
Ну, лучше уже, да, уже лучше.
That's the final slap of the round before the bell sounds, and it ends in a draw. I think right up until that last slap, this one was going to the girl with the neck tattoo. She was pretty much dominating it for the most part, right up until that last slap, which had some real meat behind it, which earns them the draw. Now we move on to our heavyweight division.
О.
Fuck you, fucking mouth. You so weighty, of course you feel the weight. That reads like something out of 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe I'm totally wrong and the captions are 100% accurate. This is really what they're saying here, and god, that would be fucking awesome. Feels come on, posh posh, don't you losh, beat the cat poop is normal. Ooh! Now that is how you beat the cat poop.
Что это завоняло, блядь?
Yeah, I bet it smells like fucking in there. Fucking testosterone. This shit is hardcore. These are no doubt some really big blasts, and I really like the larger man's technique where he comes straight across and hits it and falls back a little bit with his own momentum. It's like he's doing the old sprinkler dance, but not stopping to actually sprink it. He just goes straight through. I really like the dude's technique, and it really pays off nicely because he has the upper hand right now, I'd say. And definitely has the upper hand, hand-wise. His hands are fucking massive. They cover the entire other guy's face. This slap is so powerful it elicits something a little bit more personal here. You homeless, unemployed guards, you have to fuck right away. So he slapped him so hard that they're about to make some guards have sex here.
Jesus Christ. Hope either Pines and Ed give him water, drink, fuck us, and music. Like, what? Красава!
Чисто на водопроводчик.
Specifically, let's fucking run into something.
That's the final slap of the round, and he indeed slapped the pussy off of that guy for sure. That was a very powerful, meaty sonic boom slap. And he wins the round with that one there. He ends up taking home the whole prize, but I thought it was a pretty hard-fought match on both of their ends. It's not easy to step up in the heavyweight division like that, especially when you're on the lower end of the heavyweight, like his opponent was, and I thought he did an admirable job. Now we move on to the next round of the tournament.
Ты такой, я не в третьей смене. Прости, ой, блядь.
Oh.
Всех ушатал сразу в шею. Давай один фол.
This is the most disrespectful slap I've ever seen in the professional slapping sports event. It is just ridiculous.
Professional slapping sports event. I believe it's a thing because I'm watching a video of a guy reacting to a video, so I mean it makes sense. It's a slapping tournament. So, but I've never heard of that before in my life.
He's not even going for the cheeks, he just goes right for the neck like he's trying to slit his throat.
Damn!
Близко, близко. Братан,
That's a face that says, yep, I fucked up. And he did. He gets punished very hard for going for his competitor's neck. He just gets absolutely walloped on. A straight clobbered. And they count it as a knockout. He quits right there and the other guy takes home the title. All decided with a single slap. He shouldn't have gone for a cheap shot, and in return he paid the ultimate price because this guy really did give him the jazz.
Пошел. А, ну это пиздец, блядь.
Draw a fucking tattoo.
Что делать, ебать? А это рыжий, блядь. Это все сделал рыжий. Сука!
Сука.
Я ебал, бля. Да. Ты что сделал? Черт нахуй! Была бы моя воля, убил бы.
Damn.
Ебать!
These incredible big boys out here busting cheeks, busted nuts, and these incredible captions to really complement all of it. This is just what slapping tournaments are all about. Just high octane, palms to the face, no mercy, relentlessness, while also talking about getting fucked on couches and fucking cars or whatever the closed captions are talking about.
На! На, сука, ебать! Я охуел. О!
Фалил. Висок, да, фол тоже.
Political
No doubt the
scientists.
slaps are big, but the boys are bigger. The slaps don't really do much damage to either one of them, and in the end they give it to the guy that is not overly tattooed, because his slaps had a little bit more of an impact on the other guy, but not by much. I thought this was just a really close one. It wasn't the most thrilling of bouts we've seen, and it's only because they were so iron-jawed. There really wasn't a whole lot of damage being done that you could see, but you could definitely tell that those slaps were packing some mean power behind them.
Пиздец. Ой,
Ты ему чуть нос
Damn.
не сломал, блин.
Это вообще пизда.
Попал? По носу, да?
This is the biggest mismatch in slapping history. This guy looks like a fucking hitman. This man looks like he's made out of steel. This looks like the guy that Superman was based on, and he's going up against an actual schoolboy. Now, interestingly, this is the security guard from the title of the video. This is the guy's security that decided to compete, and they really gave him some cannon fodder. They just gave him a lamb to a slaughter.
Jesus Christmas.
Just look at this shit. Look at his hair. He slaps him so hard he nearly slaps the hair off of his head. Those follicles are all kinds of confused.
Ну так, чисто в натуре, ебать.
Not a single one of this kid's slaps makes his head move at all. Not even an inch. He just doesn't flinch. His neck muscles are so strong, you could take a sledgehammer to his chin and nothing would happen. The sledgehammer...
Oh, come on.
Single one of this kid's slaps makes his head move at all. Not even an inch. He just doesn't flinch. His neck muscles are so strong, you could take a sledgehammer to his chin and nothing would happen. The sledgehammer would probably break.
Да ну нахуй. На. Давай, 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 давай. Ну чисто, блядь, вырубает.
Может,
Два пальца, да. Я здесь еще, да, я...
Yeah, that's about all she wrote. It's absolutely brutal what the security guard does to this kid, you know. Maybe he deserved it. Maybe he was playing hooky to be there. So the security guard was just delivering justice right in the palm of his hand, right to his fucking frontal lobe. It was unbelievably powerful. And he had to get checked for a concussion, too. I half expected the guy checking him for a concussion was going to rip off the face mask, Mission Impossible style. It's just going to be the security guard again and slaps him one more time. Either way, this was such a good slapping competition, not only because the slaps were solid, but I loved the closed captioning. I hope they never fix that because these translations were fucking awesome. That's it. So yeah, if I asked you what...
Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Reaction Week for the Brutal Slapping Tournament from penguinz0. That was really cool. We're going to roll into another one probably here in a second, and then I'm going to do some editing because I got to get the editing done so I can get episode 1 up today because I'm recording these on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2021. This is the first video of the year of the channel. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. I always really appreciate that. I've got some interesting ideas that come for this new year coming. Hopefully I can do some stuff that I want to do, but we shall see in general. I got myself a new cheapish tablet. That way I can practice some of my drawing and art and stuff like that. So maybe I could be able to do something I really want to do for the channel. And maybe I can upgrade my banner. Maybe I can upgrade some of my banner art. If you guys have any other ideas of stuff like that, or you guys know any artists and stuff like that that might be willing to do some pro bono work for an amateur YouTuber, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I'd greatly like to get in touch with them. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do this stuff every single month at the beginning of the month. So if you stuck to the end of the video, congratulations, you're one of the very few and the very proud. If you end up make it to the end of the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and let me know. Or you can just hit a deal that said, I finished the video, or something like that. I don't know. Just let me know that you finished the video, because that way I know who's watching all the videos. Because I know a lot of people watch just a few minutes and then click off. And I'll go into that in another video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, and peace.